Welcome back, eSIMstudios. I have a very special case review for you today. I got a link for you so you could purchase it on Amazon, get to you the very next day. This is the Nilkin Super Frosted Shield Pro Magnetic. Yes, it does have a MagSafe ring in there. Now, for those of you that may not know, Nilkin is one of my very favorite case manufacturers. So whenever I get a new phone, regardless if these case manufacturers send me one for free or if I have to buy it, this is one of the few cases. There's a handful of cases that I'm going to get. No, as I mentioned, no matter if they send it or if I got to buy it, I'm getting it, right? This is one of them. Nilkin, I've been a fan of theirs and a customer of theirs for years, even dating back before this YouTube channel. Shoot, I can remember buying Nilkin cases for the Nexus 5. And check this out. I got this Nilkin case for my S23 Ultra. I put it back in the box to make it look nice and pretty, but I was actually using this. And I went around, was running some errands today, and threw it on the phone. Thought, you know what, this is a good time to test this thing out. And oh my God, I've immediately fell in love with this case, and I know you are too, because it's got a number of advantages about this case: the design, the build, the feel in the hand, the protection. This basically covers all your bases, and we're going to get into it. So let's jump into some of the advantages right off of the bat. So you get reliable protection, you get all-round protection, you get superior sense of touch, that's what I love, and the open mold with the original device. So you essentially, if you like the look, the feel, specifically of this OnePlus 15, or for whatever device you might have right now, the Nilkin, you're going to want to add this to your collection. Throw this in the rotation because you get the same kind of look and feel as the original device. Now, I know this might be almost indestructible, but let's face it, it's you can destruct these, right? I mean, it's not, this might have a level 9 hardness on back where only a diamond can scratch it. True, but what about the glass on these sensors, right? That can break. What about the glass on the front? That'll break, right? So you're still going to need to protect this. Around the house, you're fine using, or at least I am, with no case. But if you leave the house, you're going to need to protect it. And this is the best way to protect it. Now, let's go ahead and open this up. There's not much to it, right? It's a box. It's got a case in it. What else? What more do you need? Well, I'm going to show you what comes in here. There's the MagSafe ring on there. And check this out. I also have the Nilkin wireless charger here that we will test out, right? So we got that in there, and that looks like that's about it. They put that in there for just looks, but what more do you want? Just give me the case, right? Well, that's what you got right here. Let me throw this to the side. And let's jump into this case. Now, I am going to move this to the side so we can focus on this. So, does it say what the official build quality is? I believe this is TPU. I believe. Don't take my word for it, but I think this is TPU. Around the edges, and the back is a polycarbonate, I believe. So this is actually bendable, stretchable. You can see it bends right there. It bends here and it bends up here. So basically all around the case, it's flexible, right? Now, that's key because getting the phone in and out is not an issue whatsoever. It's very easy. We'll throw it in there in just a minute, but let's take a look at this. So you get superior build quality, right? And look at this design. So this is a, can you see that in the light? Listen, it's a felt material, very, very grippy. It's a smooth touch, but it's very grippy. So they mastered almost the perfect look and or feel of a case where it feels nice. It doesn't feel rough and scruffy. It feels nice and smooth, but it's grippy. Okay, so you got bendable TPU border, I believe, and a fairly firm polycarbonate back to where it's a little flexible. You want a little flex. Again, easy to take in, to put your phone in and out of here. But it's firm to where you can't just bend it and fold it like a cheap silicone case, right? Now, I want you to look at this. So they have added material on all four corners, at the top right, top left, and look at that, bottom right, bottom left. So they add material there, which is good, because the more material you have between your phone and the ground, the better, the more protection. Now, inside, you have air pockets. So you got, it's maybe hard to see here in the camera. Let me see here. But there are air pockets in all four corners. Again, it's sort of like an airbag, right? Treat it as an airbag, which adds extra cushion. Now, check this out. You have that kind of braided, serrated grip on either side, directly where your palm is. So as I mentioned, superior, it feels nice and it gives you superior grip. Look, this thing is going, and I'm not even putting that much pressure on it. Right? Like, if it just absolute wonderful feel. Now look at this. You have kind of a felt power button right here. You have your braided kind of felt volume down, volume up, same thing. Make sure your finger does not slip when you're pushing it. And by the way, it pushes in very easily. You can tell they have individual cutouts for the power, volume down, volume up. And then your, I guess your action button, if you want to call it, that is kind of felt and or braided and or serrated as well. So you know exactly where the button is when you put your finger on it, right? And you have nice cutout for your microphone up top. And I think one of those is the infrared or a speaker. I thought the infrared was possibly in here, because when they tell you to aim it at your TV or whatever device, hold it sideways so it shoots. Anyways, another video. You have cutouts, right? Very precise. Now look down here. Cutouts galore, microphones, USB Type-C, and I have a charger here, the OnePlus charger, that we're also going to plug it in and see, obviously, if it works or not. So let's go ahead and slap it in here. And can't forget the MagSafe ring, and then also has another magnet down there to go on right there, to kind of helps it stay in place. But we shall give it a try. But let's go ahead and slap it in there. So, goes in nice and easy. I always put in this right side first. That's just me. And then I snap in this side, just like that. And look at that absolute beautiful looking case. My goodness, it feels good in your hand. It doesn't add any weight, doesn't add any bulk, and it's just superior protection. Very minimal, just fantastic. I absolutely love these cases. You got the Nilkin branding down here. Now look at this. They protect your sensors, your camera sensors on the back. So as I mentioned, that's one of the parts of the phone that could break. You know, knock on wood, I hope that never happens to you, but you're going to need to protect your device, and this is one of the best ways to protect it, is this Nilkin case, because it hits on all of the things that you need it to be for a superior case, right? The look, it looks great. The feel, feels great. It's grippy, it's smooth, and protection. You got all that. You got airbags in all four corners. You got added material on all four corners. It's got MagSafe. It protects your cameras, right? So it comes up, I'm not sure the measurement, but it's probably a millimeter or maybe 2 above where the camera island is. So if you do lay it down, it's not going to be touching the surface on whatever you lay the phone down on, right? Now let's look up front. What about the front glass? Well, that's protected too. So if you see 360 degrees around the display. Now this has got the stock screen protector on there, just the film screen protector that came with the phone, right? But I want you to look closer. So I want you to look closely. So look at the four corners. Well, specifically these corners farthest, right? It actually that added material that they put on all four corners actually slightly is raised about a millimeter on the corners higher than what it is on the side of the device. See this right here? Whoops, let's turn it around for the other way. See that right there? Slightly, just barely comes up. Just slightly comes up. And that's perfect for laying your phone down, right? So your display doesn't touch the surface on whatever you lay it down on. So your screen's going to be protected. Your camera island's going to be protected. Your corners are going to be protected. And it looks nice. So let's try. Check this out. Let's look at the. Here's something I noticed when I was out and about today that I wanted to show you before we go on to the charging ports and wireless charger. So look here. So this is lined up. Can you see that? Let me see if I can focus a little better. I'm not sure if that comes through or not, but you may have to take my word for it if you can't really see. But let me see if I can zoom in. So you see the cutouts? This one's lined up perfectly. This one's just slightly off, although the cutout is not blocking any of that cutout on the phone. So 100% of that cutout on the phone is available. Again, it's not blocking anything, but it's just slightly towards the top half of that cutout in the case. Now, here's something I noticed when I was out and about today. So on the bottom, this cutout is good. Again, just slightly off-centered, but it's still available. You have mic here. You have the cutout for the USB Type-C, which we'll try. You have another cutout here for the mic. And then look at this. I was looking at this earlier, and I was like, wait a second. I don't see any holes in the phone there. And then I took the case off, and check this out. So it's actually, I'm not sure why those cutouts are there, because that's the SIM tray. So I'm not sure if they were expecting more microphones down here, or if they were expecting kind of like a dual microphone. I just don't know. But again, those cutouts are there, but it doesn't block anything, because this cutout lines with this hole. This cutout lines with the power. This cutout lines here. That cutout lines there. But that, not really sure, but doesn't block anything and doesn't affect the usage. So it's kind of like, well, maybe they thought there was going to be mics on that side. I don't know. I haven't. Nilkin is a supporter of the channel and normally sends me cases, but I went ahead and bought this one. Could not wait on the shipping, so I said, let me just go ahead and buy it. So I did not have an opportunity to ask them about that. I might do that here after I record this, but just a really, really nice looking case, as you can tell. Let's go ahead and try the charging. So let me pull out the charger here. I got it right over here to the right. Should fit, no problem. Let's see. Yep. Charges perfectly. Because some cases, especially bulky cases, that cutout where the where the Type-C port is so, that case is so bulky sometimes, and depending on what charger you use, I have some that have a really fat head on here, and every now and then, it doesn't happen a lot, but every now and then, and not Nilkin, I'm just saying, in the past, some of the big bulky cases wouldn't allow you to plug your device in. So let's try the wireless charger here. Let's try the wireless charger. So I have a Nilkin charger, wireless charger. Let's go ahead and plug it in. It's not the OnePlus fast charger, but it does the job, right? So we'll go ahead and plug that in. What is that, a 10 watt? I think it's a 15 watt charger. Yeah, 15. Let's go ahead and see if this case works with the wireless charging. Slaps right on there. Sure does. Now, it's not going to fast charge it, but again, it is a wireless charger, right? And then, look, the magnet does not come off. It's nice and sturdy. It is nice and sturdy. Very nice. So, that is the Nilkin with the Super Frosted Shield Pro Magnetic. The Nilkin Super Frosted Shield Pro Magnetic. I am going to link this down below in the video description. If you have trouble finding the description, YouTube has been updating their app, and it used to be easy to find. Here's how you find the links. A couple of people have asked recently. Simply click the title of this video down below, just below this video. Click the title. It'll expand open. Here, check this out. So if you're watching a video of mine, just simply click the title right here. And then down below the description box, simply touch that description box. It opens up, and I'll usually have the link somewhere towards the top half of the description box. So I'll go ahead and link this case down below. You cannot go wrong with this case. I promise you, you're going to love this thing. Again, this is one of my favorite cases. I use it and I buy it on every device that I get. So this is one of my favorites. You cannot go wrong with this. If there's a case out there that you want me to review, comment down below. And somebody wanted me to review the Poetic, it was the Guardian, and then there was another one, Superior, something like that. Revolution, I think it was. So I went ahead and ordered that one. If there's a case out there that you're thinking about getting for either the S25 Ultra, the OnePlus 15, the iPhone 17 Pro, the Pixel 10 or Pixel 10 Pro, let me know. Comment down below, and I will buy it, and I will review it for you. That's what this channel is all about. Technology and you, the viewer. So join our live stream. We're doing live streams every day this week. We're giving away gift cards, Amazon gift cards for Christmas. And you could be a lucky winner and treat yourself or a loved one to a stocking stuffer, possibly a Nilkin case. By the way, let's check out how expensive it is. I think it's like 20 bucks. There we go. It is $21. Not too bad. Now, they also have this case, but transparent. So I was thinking about getting this one, although it was back ordered, I think. Yeah. It's a few days wait. I may go ahead and get this one. This one's interesting because it's basically this same case, but transparent, which would actually look pretty cool. If you have the white the sandstone color OnePlus 15 or the purple OnePlus 15, that transparent Nilkin Super Frosted Shield case would look awesome. So if you got a black one, the black one looks cool. If you got the sandstone and or the purple one, that transparent one's going to be badass. So I'll link this down below. I'm going to get out of here. I have more case reviews coming. So subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.